Hi again. My name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller. And today we're going to be doing the second half of my What Sold videos, which will be for last weekend, Friday through Sunday, February 27th through March 1st. eBay didn't do very well, but dang did the other platforms make up for it. I had quite a few nice sales on there, so I'll be sharing sales from Poshmark, Mercari, Etsy, and eBay. I almost had a sale on Depop this week, but I accepted an offer, a really good offer, and they never paid. Depop is like Etsy. Just because they send you an offer, that doesn't mean if you accept it, they're going to pay. So, kind of stinky. Well, same as eBay, too. So, yeah. At least Mercari and Poshmark, unless the payment fails, you're going to get paid if you accept offers or sell stuff.
Depop is the good one. If you're going to sell it on a platform for a price, let's say $50, Depop is the one you want to get that sale on, because the only fee is the transaction processing fee, which is going to be 3 or 4% or something like that.
Something
not
like that.
13.5% on eBay,
plus promotions.
Yeah, or 20% on Poshmark. So
yeah,
it's a good place to sell it on. Y'all know there's a warning on eBay. Kind of like that country song. Doug Stone, they ought to put warning labels on those old country songs. Well, there's a warning label on eBay that applied to me on Mercari, and I messed that up. So we'll talk about that in a little bit here.
Let me go ahead and share with you some of the things that I sold on these, my 4 platforms. On Poshmark, I sold this Christmas felt stocking kit, sold for $13. This was a nice sale. I just picked this up recently at an estate sale. I want to say I paid $2 or $3 for it. They just look unique, and it ended up being a Kenner Fairy Winkles shell compact. I think it kind of sort of was supposed to be like Polly Pocket, but this was the Kenner version. Just a little compact thing. This one was shaped like a shell. It sold on Poshmark very quickly for $50. Kane wrestling figure from 1998 sold for $8. Make it gone. I've been putting some of them in lots. Somehow this one got forgotten or missed. And this was an interesting and very quick sale. Y'all, if you find the Cinderella, like this blue one here, in the wheelies, it sells for quite a bit. I only had the one other wheelie, so I just decided to keep the 2 together, and it sold immediately. Same day I listed it for $30 on Posh. Mercari, I think, other than eBay, I had 7 sales on Mercari. Never have I ever. All right, first thing that sold was this Play School Dollhouse Dog House, sold for $8. This was a Blakely oil glass tumbler. I had picked this and the pitcher. The pitcher is the one to be on the lookout for from Blakely oil. I had picked these up at a thrift store. I want to say I paid a couple bucks. Can't remember. Maybe $5 or $6 for the 2 of them. The pitcher sold almost immediately. I want to say $100, $150, somewhere in there. And then I finally sold the glass tumbler for $16 on Mercari. Dimdaco, cute little bear angel plush, sold for $9.95. Lee men's jeans. I've been cross-listing even the clothes that are left in my store that didn't make it over into Robert's store. These pants sold for $10. Just listed this also. American Girl Bitty Baby Doll dress sold for $14.41 very quickly. Westcliff Collections Mommy Rabbit with a Baby Bunny plush sold for $19. And my best sell on Mercari was This Mary Meyer Fox plush from 1998 sold for $23.96. And then eBay, another very quick sell. This was a small Rhonda reindeer plush. This was even smaller than the normal Rodney reindeers. In fact, I just picked up a Rodney at a sale this weekend. This sold very quickly on Etsy for $14.95. This Tupperware Do It Yourself animal set, not complete, just had lots of pieces and parts, sold for $49.95. And this Jenny LaHare rabbit plush from 1984 sold for $49.95. You want to talk about your error, Bert?
So there's a warning when you go to ship things on eBay that says the post office will confiscate items that are UPS Ground Saver and FedEx, whatever FedEx's program is called. And so I sold something on Mercari, and it was UPS Ground Saver because that's where the ones that are over 2 pounds go for, sir, because they're cheaper. And I wasn't paying attention where I put it, and I threw it in with the rest of our packages, and then it went up through UPS or USPS, which has accidentally happened once before, and it got to where it was going.
Yes, it made it.
This time the USPS tracking says that insufficient postage and it will not be delivered. So my assumption is that it's not going to go anywhere else other than into a bin to be auctioned off somewhere.
Yep. So we lost out on a sale on Mercari. So be so careful that if you intend to ship something, the FedEx program where, you know, FedEx takes it to a certain point or UPS takes it to a certain point and then they hand it off to USPS for the final delivery, that you do not take it, because I guess they're getting serious. I know all along for a while they have been saying that they're going to destroy, I think is what they actually said before. They were going to destroy packages that were inadvertently shipped through USPS that should go UPS Ground Saver. But he's done it once, and I think I've done it once accidentally. And our packages made it. Well, this package did not.
It did not make it.
Nope.
I do not. Okay, it would not make any sense for them to destroy the package because they could send it to the thing where they to the lost packages or whatever.
And then make
that's
some
fine.
money.
My grumble with this is they have the capacity. UPS does it on when you don't put the correct weight or dimensions on something, and FedEx the same thing. They will tell eBay to go ahead, or Mercari, I assume, or Etsy or wherever you're shipping from.
But the post office does it too. I just hardly ever get that because we're usually right.
Right, but they will do that. They will say, hey, this package did not have the correct weight or dimensions. You need to charge, another $3 on this or whatever, 50 cents or whatever. Do that.
Yeah.
I will happily pay the extra $6 or $8 or $10 or whatever it's going to, that would have cost to ship this through Full Ground Advantage. I would happily do that. But they don't. Apparently they just take it
your
and
package,
destroy it, or, which would be even dumber, they could at least sell it, make a little money off of it. But to me, I don't know. I made a mistake, but there's no reason to destroy the package.
right?
Kick me back, charge me $6 or $8 or whatever it's going to take, and then send it on its way. I have no problem with that. But this is, I hate to say it's almost theft, but it's almost theft because you could just simply charge me for it when mistakes happen.
Yep. Anybody else seen this? I know I've seen in lots of posts on Facebook that, somebody's like, oh no, I did this. And most people are like, yeah, I've done it and it made it. It just took a little bit longer, but this time, nope. In the tracking, it states that insufficient postage and your package will not be forwarded.
Lesson learned for the future here is that when we have a UPS Ground Saver package, once we stick the label on it, I'm going to walk it out and put it in the front seat of the pickup. That way it's in there and the rest of the USPS packages will go in the bags like normal. And when I get in the truck to take the packages to the post office or to meet the mail carrier, then I will see that, I have this one to go to UPS. That's how it's going to be dealt with in the future.
From now on, no ifs, ands, or buts. And then eBay for me, not a whole lot of sales, y'all. This is a Mickey and Minnie Mouse clear vinyl tote. I actually picked this up, I want to say at the bins maybe, or maybe at an estate sale. It had something else in it. I don't even remember. And I thought, this is vintage. I'm going to go ahead and list this also. And it sold in the same month that I listed it. Sold for $11.66. Vintage aluminum 2-quart saucepan. I won't be picking these up again. These took forever to sell. And they're just inconvenient to ship because the handles and everything. I guess you probably could take the handles off, but we didn't. Finally sold this one. I think I had like 3 pieces to this set. Sold this saucepan for $10.52. And if you're new to my channel, I also charge shipping. So it's this plus shipping. All right, this is a Tennessee license plate. We picked up a bunch of them was this from the highway? No. Where did you pick all these up at? Oh, yeah, it was the Highway 127 sale.
Everything's a quarter sale.
Yeah, everything was a quarter. I only have a few plates left. And, I always wonder, why do people buy these license plates? Well, this person sent me a really nice message that said their granddaughter loves cars, and those are her initials, and that's why they bought the plate. And I thought, well, I get that. I get that. It makes sense. Just make sure that you follow your state rules. As far as selling license plates, ours, it said that they have to be, I think, over 3 years.
Yes.
And then we've had a complete plate change in our state in the last, 2 years. So I think most are going to be okay. But yeah, these, I ended up using the date of the last sticker on this plate. And so you can tell that it was, many, many, many years ago. But this plate sold for $8.06. All right, Mortal Kombat Sonya Blade figure. It was in that stuff that we picked up at the estate sale. I think I either picked it up on 50-cent day or 25% off day. So it would have been 37 cents or something. Sold very quickly, $17.95. All right, Snoopy dog plush lot. Set of 2 sold for $10.49. All right, this is a return repeat buyer for me. She has bought quite a few items just in the last month or so. It was like 18 items and then I want to say 5 or 6. And now she has purchased 4 more. It was these bears. She paid a total of $31 plus the shipping. And it was for a Teddy Precious bear bride, a Gund brown bear, an Animal Adventure bear, and then this Tigger. So all of that was for the $31. And y'all know how I'm feeling about selling off a lot of these really, really old teddy bears. And she's bought quite a few. So, there's always buyers. It just takes a while. All right, and then this is a viewer sale. So thank you so much, Christine. Christine ended up picking up 3 things from me. Total was $26.63. And she bought this Disney Baby Thumper plush for $8.96, Banana Republic jeans, and then this Disney Anastasia Puka puppy dog plush. Like I said, total of $23 and some odd cents. So thank you very much, Christine. Hourglass shaped green glass bottles. They've been listed since before 2023, so got a $25 offer, which I was thrilled with, and out the door they went. Bass Pro Shop Wolf plush from Wildlife Artists. Just listed it, and it sold very, very quickly, $26.95. This was a bins pickup from St. Louis, so probably, I'm thinking about $1 for it. Funko Star Wars Luke Skywalker plush. I need to avoid the Funko plush. They just do not sell very well. Luckily, this one finally sold, $9.95. I'll take all the sales I can right now. This was a very nice sale. This was also a bins pickup. I found like a box at the bins. Was it you or me who found the paper dolls? It was you, wasn't it? and you looked them up. Because I would have been, are you crazy? Why are we buying paper dolls? So it had to have been him, even though he's given me the look.
I don't remember them.
But they were like in a Bible box. But they were paper dolls. At first I was going to split them up because they're all vintage. Some of them were Barbie. Some of them were Patty Duke. Some of them were the Munsters. But y'all, I don't think you can understand how many pieces there was to this. I'm going to take the price thing off so I can show you all the pictures. This went on for, it took me forever and ever to set these photos up. But I did end up selling them in a little over a month for $50. But let me take this off for a second.
I don't remember this kind of good stuff. I wish I could take all the bad things I want to forget in life and tuck them wherever I tuck the memory of finding this so that it would be gone also.
Yeah, I would not have bought this, but I'm glad I did. So here you can see the Munsters there in the middle. There was so much clothes. I'm just going to scroll through these photos very, very quickly for you. I tried sorting out some of them that seemed to be very specific dolls. But, you know, each one of these was a set of clothes that I laid out. But most of them were in excellent condition. I was surprised. But I think here, the dolls weren't in the greatest of shape. Oh, and then that's it. So, yeah, $50. It took probably, I'd say, a good half hour, if not longer, to get all these photos and get everything set up. But it was well worth spending the time to get it taken care of. And another viewer sale, so thank you so much, Tina.
Sassy Squirrel Stash.
Tina has been a long-time viewer, commenter. She always comes into our live. We really appreciate her support. Tina purchased this hearth and hand Magnolia Advent Calendar plush for $13.45. And we so appreciate Tina. Animal Fair Pet Lot. It was a dog and squirrel. I love these. I love Animal Fair. But these took forever to sell. $17.95. Disney Furry Tale Friends Jungle Book Lot. Had lots of condition issues. They took a while also, but sold at my full price, $9.95. Toy Network Land Before Time plush. I should have put his name, but I don't even... Spike? Is this Spike? No, this is like Spike's cousin or something. I loved that video. I've got the puppets, the Land Before Time puppets over here. They're going to be on my wall whenever I finally get it taken care of. We inadvertently put the pegboard behind our shelves over here, so we're going to have to pull the shelves out, get the pegboard out, and finally get it put together, hopefully soon. Monster Jam Monster Truck. This one's actually Bakugan Dragonoid. I got tons of lowball offers on this. It had been listed since the beginning of last year, and I went back and forth a little bit and finally decided to go ahead and sell it for $30. I've done very well with the large plush Monster Jam trucks. All right, McDonald's Happy Meal toys. Bought a bunch of these in the bins. Ended up with like 1 or 2 complete sets, and then I just kept going down as I ran out of bags. And this one was missing number 6 and number 10, and they sold for $19. Disney Classic Winnie the Pooh Fleece Plush sold for $8.06. Bread and butter. And my best sell on eBay was this. This sold, I think, the same day I listed it. This was from the Beth Moore CD and DVD lots that I picked up at a recent estate sale. I paid $2 each, and this one was still sealed, and like I said, I'm pretty sure it sold the same day I listed it for $44.95. And then for Robert, he had one sale on Poshmark and then quite a few for eBay. So the first thing to share is these Lucky Brand men's jeans sold for $23. Embellish men's jeans, very distressed, sold for $19.68. You sold quite a few men's jeans, I think.
Those are the good things to sell, y'all.
Yes. Silver jeans, bootcut, sold for $12. Lauren James Coral Graphic Tee sold for $13.21. I think you sold 2 Afflictions. This first one is Affliction Cooper Relaxed Boot Jeans, sold for $30. Lee Women's Size 6 Jeans, sold for $8. Baja Hoodie Pullover Jacket, sold for $13.21. Lee Straight Women's Jeans, sold for $15.01. Lucky Brand Dungarees Men's Jeans, sold for $31.21. Lauren Jeans Company Jeans. Got the word jeans in there twice.
They're Lauren Jeans Company, but they're women's jeans.
Yeah, but you don't need to double the price. And it was me, because I was the one listing way back when. I'm just pointing out my own mistakes.
Maybe if you had put jeans in there at the end, they'd have really found them faster.
Yeah, maybe. Put it in there 3 times. All right, they sold for $11. And then these other Affliction black men's jeans also sold for $35.71. All right. I would love to say that, sales are picking up. How many days have you gone with no sales?
Rebel usually starts our sales like Mondays and Fridays.
I forgot him.
She forgot mine on Monday, and then so Monday and Tuesday I sold nothing anywhere. So I think eBay told the other sites that I didn't have a sale on and to push me down the algorithm. But I got one started today, and I got an offer after that. So there you go.
Yeah, anybody else notice that if you regularly do something with your store and you don't do in and sell similar, you don't list, you don't start a sale, that it affects your sales? I truly believe that it does. If you're out of sync and you don't do something that you normally do, that you get spanked.
So you're not in sync. And no, y'all, I'm not playing any in sync music. Sorry. I just want to throw the name out there as if they went right over Rebel's head. So
always. All right. It's time to get to work. All right, y'all.
Get yourself
I know,
steeled up for this.
I'm only doing this one time. All right, y'all. Get to work. Bye.